Good morning, you guys. How are you? Happy Monday. We are going back to doing some isolated, really focused work. So today would be chest, and Wednesday will be legs, and Friday's back. This is a great cycle to go through. It's just really straightforward. I would like you to really pay attention to your form. Go real basic this week, because next week, I'm just going to start introducing some rotations and a variety of movements, taking off from these basics. So get your basics down pat. The point that I want you to really focus on is that if you have injuries, and we're going into rotations in the next couple of weeks, or a variety of movements that change pattern from the straight on, that you'll know how to go back to just basics, okay? Because basics is where it's at. And if you are experiencing problems, you have to stick with those until your problems resolve themselves or you resolve them, right? So let's get a real good solid basis for basics this week. A dumbbell press, 15 reps, higher rep sets, gonna warm us up, gonna wake us up, and get us prepared for the next set down. Will be heavier, same thing, heavier, okay? So dumbbell bench press, chest press, 3 times 15, good. Watch those fingertips. Again, the tension in your hands can transfer. You want to power through your palms. Safe in, safe out, okay? Straight sets means we're doing the same exercise all the way through, 3 times, instead of a superset where we might go back and forth between 2 exercises. And that really pummels the muscle and pummels the movement and really ingrains the pattern, all right? And you can really focus on your shoulders and your form and your fingertips. When you're ready, you take a rest. It's usually around 30 seconds, but what I like to think about is, am I fully recovered for my next set? Or fairly recovered for my next set? All right, here we go. Another 15. Safe. Rock and roll it up or stay put. Up to you, okay? Check out how is everything feeling. That even though that session was real short on the beach yesterday for stretching, I find it was really good for my shoulders. Whatever was happening because of last week, slight little discomfort, it feels like it's resolved itself. So keep showing up for our Sundays, you guys, and take a few of those stretches back with you, and that you can add them in any time during the week. It really makes a difference. 3rd set, dumbbell press. Good. go into flies. All right, so you might go a little bit lighter because we're keeping the 15 rep set, high volume, endurance work, getting the blood pumping and the joints limber and mobile. All right, and then we'll do some pullovers, and then we're gonna go back to these two with heavier weights, less reps. We're gonna hit it all today. Little cardio at the end. Should be exciting. Dumbbell fly. Okay, I'll see you after 15. These will take a little longer. Pay attention to your form, okay? Really controlled. In a range that suits your limitations. And 15, okay? If you are behind me, keep your pace. Keep a safe pace. You want to engage the muscle group. You want to get the contraction. You want to acknowledge the tightness at the top and then open. And you don't want to bounce at the bottom, right? You want to transition and reboot coming up, okay? Instead of like winging it back there where the problems happen, right? Whew! Nice weekend, you guys, and should be a nice day today. Okay. Second set, flies. And 15, we got one more set here, then our pullovers. This set of endurance also pre-exhaust, so that when we get to the set where we want heavier weights, we might not need to go overboard on that because we're already pre-exhausted, all right? So that helps a lot with weight selection. The other thing is, if you don't have yet, and you will be getting more weights, it helps when you don't have the heavier weights to pre-exhaust that muscle so that the weights do feel heavier, and that's key. We really want to start pushing the weight that's going to challenge you right up into the last couple reps, right? So, third set, flies. I'm just going to lower my bench here to a flat. Bench, incline, just changes the focus on the muscle group. If you've got a flat bench, don't worry about it. Just stick to the basics and you're going to get the results. If you do have it, or if you're going to purchase a bench, definitely go for an adjustable, right? It's just makes sense to have all the options you can have. Pullover for 12. I'm gonna go for my first set here and then see how it goes. All right, chest. You're gonna keep that weight range more over your head to chest. Or you could take it into a really wide, deep movement and include the back, the lats. You'll feel it right back there. I lost count. I'm going to go 4 more. And 1. If you have trouble with that range of motion with your shoulder joints, go through the movement with no weight at all and just keep it to a range just short of discomfort, okay? You don't want to go into the pain, but you do want to keep the mobility in that shoulder joint. You do want to keep your brain connected to that area. Excuse me. Second set, dumbbell pullover. And 12. Good. So you should feel, the weight should be challenging enough that you should feel that you need to do a powerful return on that, like that force, okay? If you're just flying back and forth and wee, just using your shoulders, you need to go up in weight, all right? It's number 2, we got number 3 coming up, and then we're into our heavier weights. Gallner, we're using our band today too for flies, so if you have that handy. Good. And number 3. Okay, so for my presses, 8 reps. I'm going to go up a little higher. And then for my flies, I'm going to play. I'm just going to play. Let's see. So when you get up into the heavier weights, your transition, I don't care how strong you are, the transition is going to be difficult because hardly comes a time when these shoulder muscles can transport that weight up into the position. So this is where it becomes really important to learn how to roll in and roll out of your movements so that you've got a bit of momentum to help those weights up there, okay? I should put these on the floor. See, this is tough. Alrighty, here we go. So what I do is pull them here, and I focus, and I roll back and roll them up. Good. 8 reps. and 8. So up here, I'm strong. I'm going to transfer those weights to my knees and rock and roll it up, okay? That way my shoulders don't have to take too much of the brunt of the work getting in and out. All right. Whew, good job. Feeling strong today. Nice. Alrighty. When you're lifting heavier weights, in general, you might need more time for recovery, so just pay attention to that and make this workout your own, right? You don't have to keep up with me. You might be ahead of me, I don't know. Alrighty, second set, dumbbell press. Pow, up, strong right here. Now my brain is involved and it's going to follow through the movement thoughtfully. Eight, perfect. I was feeling those last 2 reps being difficult, and no problem with the shoulder, which is always good. All right, nice. It's nice to get back to this isolated work. This is the magic, guys. This is where the magic happens. Third set, ready? In the nick of time, we finished that setup. Dumbbell flies, same thing here. Slightly heavier weights, slightly less reps, really focusing in on that chest muscle, okay? As the arms pull together, there's a little more, I'm not saying risk, there's a lot more work for the shoulder where the big muscle attaches, and that's where you need the control, okay? And at the top of that movement is when the total contraction comes in. So every part of this is important. 1, 2, and when you're ready. Pow. So, these isolated, focused workouts transfer to everyday life and to our aerobic program, whether it be running, biking. You know, for those activities that you're using to lose weight, to do your cardio, to run, to bike, you need isolated training to make sure each part of that movement is strong enough to handle the beating that you're giving it, okay? So just keep that in mind when you think, oh, this is boring and stupid. It's not. It's not. This is 2. Good. Yeah, we've got some push-ups coming up. And we're going to be fatigued from all this, so just go easy on yourself. Don't judge. We've exhausted the muscle group, and then we're going to ask you to do your favorite exercise. Press up and fly. And 8, very nice. Easy, safe exit. Alrighty, setting up for push-ups, and let's even set up for our Tabata, okay? Because we've got a 4-minute cardiovascular intense section coming up. So let's go ahead for push-ups, and then I've got my band right here. We're going to come up and do the fly, okay? So 10 push-ups or maximum reps. That could be modified. If you're starting out full and you can't get the full 10 out, come down and even come in further, okay? That's my plan. And 10, barely, but that's good. Some days you got it, some days you don't. It's not a judgment, it's your physical body going through its ebbs and flows. 4, that's coming across my body, eh? 6. 9. And 10, I want you to feel that muscle contract this way. Good. And 10 and 10, almost done. And big Tabata. If you don't have a band, get a hold of me, you guys. I have bands here. I'm just starting to lay out my studio equipment that I have a lot of skipping ropes, and I have bands. I have padding for your feet. I'm going to offer that kind of thing to you guys, no charge. Just get a hold of me, okay? I'm going to do that this week. It's hard. It's the worst thing ever going through my studio equipment, but I want you to have it. Before I think of selling it or getting rid of it in another way. All right, push-ups. Good. I just love it. You have to acknowledge the days. I'm not beating my own horn or blowing my own horn. I'm not, throwing it out there to be like, hey, look at me. There's simply some days that you feel good, you are strong, and you get the good push-ups. There's other days, well, I can't do 2 for whatever reason. Acknowledge the good days. Good. more set, and then we've got our Tabata. Walk out to a snap jump. That means we're going to just jump our feet in and out, okay? You're going to be able to modify it in any way that suits you. Walkouts for people with shoulders might be difficult, so you might just hold it to a plank and just really strengthen those muscles in an isometric contraction, one that neither shortens nor lengthens, just holds. All right, push up. Last set here. Good stuff. All right, so finish up here. And then I'm just looking at that 180 degree. And I believe that I was wrong on the 180. 180 means we're going to do a full circle. We're just going to do a half jump. Nice way to finish up here. And 10. Very nice. So the surfer, if the surfer was 180, I think that we would have to jump all the way around and land here. My point was just to turn. To turn. That might be 180, I don't know. And the other thing is, you could even just quarter turn. Quarter turn. Or you could jump and jump, all right? Visualize the whole thing as it's written, and then break it down into parts that you can do that are challenging, but that aren't going to kill you. Walk out to snap jump. So I'm going to walk here, I'm going to snap in and out, and I'm going to walk back up. You can do 2 or 3 snap jumps, right? In the 20 seconds that the Tabata is going to give us, you're probably not going to get more than 1 or 2, okay? So just get your heart rate up. 20 seconds. Work hard. Are you ready? 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes and we're out of here. 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, right? And here comes walk out to snap. And rest. 10 seconds, and we got the surfer, okay? Boom. Right there. Or right here. Seconds to go. That was plenty for me. Woo! Good stuff. 10 seconds rest, and we've got the walk out. Into a snap jump. Or you can stay down here if those shoulders are bugging you, and just snap jump. Or snap touch. And rock. Good. Oh. Your body and brain just rebels the first few intervals. 1. 2. 3. heart rate's up. Walk out, snap. And 10-second rest. Surfer. Ready to go? That was fast. Good? We might have one more of each. Not sure, it might be two. Nope, one more of each, I think. Nice. Walk out. Snap. And 3 seconds. I'm gonna jam out of that one. Here comes our jumper. Okay, take it home, 20 seconds, we got this. Three beats. Awesome. That means it's over. Have a good day, you guys. Alrighty. So this week I'm going to start getting straight in my head the exact strategy that we're going to get through. Next week is my transition week. And like I said, we are going to work out, or I am going to post workouts if I can't be there. So we're going to work hard this week, all the basics. The following week, transition, and then the next week is when we're going to start hammering. All right, I'll do my thinking off camera. Have a super day, you guys. Thanks for working out with me today. Enjoy your Monday.